Hey everyone, this is Rick. I was mentioning to a friend recently that if you just put peroxide and immaculight or blue light on a comic book, it could make it actually worse in certain circumstances. That you would need to do some remove the cover and do some washing first in those cases, and especially if you see a lot of the lignin browning. And this is a video that will demonstrate an example of this. So here's this Avengers 13. There's a lot of browning in the pages. You can see the edges, especially if you turn around and look at it, you can tell that there's been some oxidation of the lignin. I'm going to open this book up to the center. I'm going to put it over a spine supporter. I don't really need it. It's to help reduce spine ticks if you open a book this way for light treatment, but doing it just as a demonstration of proper method. And then I'll go ahead and spray this book with some 6% peroxide. And this is just going to be a light misting. It isn't even very much at all. Now I've done no other cleaning to this book whatsoever. I'm going to put the immaculate box around it, expose it to my 435 nanometer purple lights, and turn them on. I'm going to wait. In this case, it's an hour and a half. It'll be 90 minutes. There's the light. Down here, start my timer, and here we go. Then we wait 90 minutes in this case, and then I'll just remove the book. Here we come back. And let's take a look at it here. Well, this one has got, you can see it looks whiter, right? So you think, okay, that's pretty good. And if you do some raking light, you'll see, oh, that's not too bad at all. So there are some areas that are improved, but let's look at the inside of the pages a little bit here to get a little more detail. So you can see this water stained spots here with some lines, and that was because it got wet, and it makes these little tide lines those were not present previously. In the back too, see tide lines right there? They were not there previously. Along the bottom as well, if you look on the inside of the back cover, I'm sure that they'll be present as well right here. And right there. And let's look at the front of the book. Again, I didn't show this previously, but you can imagine the whole thing was sort of a light brown color. And now you've got these spots and stains there. What we should have done was remove the cover first and washed it. I used an immaculate or soak it, and that would have solved this problem entirely. Look at the front here, the before and after. You can see this little tide line below Giant Man's knee there, below the wasp that wasn't out there previously. So that's interesting to note. And even though the top of this book on the right looks, I would say, a little better, you can still notice those tide lines above the words "My Secret." If you look in the lower left-hand corner, you can see that there are more spots than were previously visible. So I would not say that this looks better after treating. And what we should do is have washed the cover. I'm going to remove the cover of this book and I'll wash it, and then I will press it and show you how that helps. And I really should have done that. I should have done that first in this case. So anyway, that's the short video for today, just to demonstrate that you can't always just go in and start wet cleaning a book. This would be the same if I had wiped it with water or peroxide or immaculate. This cover should have been removed and it should have been washed. You can do the paper transfer method, but that doesn't help you along the spine, which is where a lot of the material is going to be. So the best thing to do is to just remove it and clean it entirely, and then go through this whole process. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you have a happy Christmas, since I'm recording this on Christmas Eve in 2024. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.